time to get activated, gamers, because you're listening to the GigaBoots Game of the Year 2024 featuring Dan and Bob Video Games.
Bob, I'm pretty sure something is burning.
It's fine.
Chris, what part?
Can I AI generate a stable industry?
And Dr. Agro.
Whoops, the physical boundaries of a finite universe.
This part features outrageous categories such as
Best Character Design, Varmint of the Year, Plan of the Year, and Biggest Cuck.
So grab your Nuggies and Mountain Dew, gamers. Sit back in your race car chair and get ready, because the GigaBoots Game of the Year 2024 Podstravaganza starts right now!
Yippee!
Welcome back, Biggest Cuck.
What a category.
There will be spoilers for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Stellar Blade, and Unicorn Overlord. The nominees are Vincent Valentine from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Ikari from Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Raven from Stellar Blade, and Gailey from Unicorn Overlord. Should we just make it 2 votes? I don't know how we do a top 3 if we only get to vote with 2, but I feel like it'll work.
Yeah, we might figure this out.
Let's, real quick, we got to go over these nominees. You know, not everyone's knowledgeable on Stellar Blade or remembers Gailey from Unicorn Overlord, because everyone listening played Unicorn Overlord, right?
Sure have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did.
I said everyone listening, not everyone recording. We all did. I even got the big box edition and then drove 10 hours for it. But let's go ahead and start with Raven. Bob, tell me about Raven from Stellar Blade.
Raven is one of the key antagonists they introduced really late into Stellar Blade, and it's revealed that she's actually another lady robot. Before that, you see like that she's some weird goo monster or something. But she's a lady robot who has been denied and rejected by the man who's been ordering you around the whole game.
The handsome Korean man?
Yes, the handsome Korean man who's your boss, basically.
He's so cool and buff and handsome.
And most of the combat dialogue she has is like, he picked you over me!
It's true. You do a whole fucking 2-phase boss fight where most of the lines are like, Seethe, come!
Yeah, it's
Honestly,
true.
that's the best. I love boss fights where the boss is super mad at me and can't do anything about it.
You fight her twice, and both times she fucking beats your ass. I hate that bitch.
Oh.
Anything else?
That's really it.
It's pretty strong.
Yeah, it's pretty
strong.
straightforward and strong, I think.
Okay, who nominated Gailey from Unicorn Overlord?
I also nominated him.
Okay, let's talk about Gailey.
So, most people in Unicorn Overlord are mind-dominated by evil magic, so that they support this clearly evil ruler who has taken over the country.
Mm-hmm.
Gailey is simply a cock.
He's a
You don't
simple
say.
man.
He's joined the evil empire because he doesn't want you, a son of the queen from a different man than him, to take over. Like, it's very explicitly, no, I love her. I was fine with her ruling, but her son, who is due to someone else, is not okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. He only gets like one cutscene, but it was enough for me to be like, yeah, this guy's got to go on the list.
Okay. Chris, either of us could do Ikari. You played Like a Dragon 7, though, so you know this is repeating behavior.
Yeah, it sure is.
How do you fucking... Okay, so there's a place where you can do vocational tests in Hawaii in order to get more aptitude at various things in life. And this dude, apparently, Ikari, it's a repeating gag for him to just be wildly interested in a lady at the testing center because there was one in 7.
So he does every single one of the tests. Yeah.
And this dude's coming in at 11. He's coming in strong. He's loud. Being near him is too much. It's sensory overload for every lady. But this lady in particular. So anyways, By the end of the game, Ichiban fucks her in an alley and he watches.
Jesus.
I don't think that I didn't do that, but I'm not sure that happened.
He fucks her in an alley and Ikari has a meltdown. That is real.
That sounds a little bit
It is not.
hyperbole.
They have sex in an alley and Ikari has a meltdown.
That sounds like unreal.
Did that happen in 7? Did you finish all the tests and things in 7? What happened in 7?
No, I don't think I did. I don't remember that was 4 years ago. I just remember it was the same thing.
1 second, I'll pull up the cutscene.
Yes, please do. I feel like there surely is some nuance that you're not conveying. I fucking hope there is.
Dan just Googling Cuck NTR mind break.
Okay, I found the cutscene. That is indeed what happens. Dan was not exaggerating at all. That is
That
quite
is not
literally
my
what
bit.
happens.
He fucks her in the alley.
Right in
That
the
is
alley.
not, no, it's more like she jumps him in the alley.
Yes, but that's look.
Look, if he's on his back fucking unconscious when she's done, I don't think that qualifies as him fucking her.
The important thing here is the cuck, and the cuck is Ikari.
Yes, that's
again,
true.
Because that man is the personification of cuckoldry, apparently. And people are telling me that shit happened in 7 as well. This man travels the world to have this happen to him.
Jesus.
Honestly, I think N has a competitor in this dude. This is insane. At least N didn't travel the world to have it happen to him in multiple continents. Let's...
I'm sorry, now I'm just picturing N with a lei and a coconut drink.
Oh, that's so fucking good. Okay, who nominated Vincent Valentine?
I feel like it must have been me, because how could I not? It's Vincent Valentine.
Here's the problem, though.
I probably put him in there before I even played the game.
There we go. That is probably what happened. Because I was going to say, weirdly enough, they don't really acknowledge any of Vincent Valentine's cuckoldry past.
Yeah, no, none of
Yeah,
that's
not
in
in
the
this
game.
game.
Well, that brings up an interesting question. Is this category based on how much cucking happens in the game, or how big of a cuck is in the game?
But here's the thing. This is 7 Rebirth, Vincent Valentine. This could be completely cuckless history. We don't know till
No,
the
I don't
thuld
think
game.
that's going to be how it goes.
We don't know till the third game. We don't have. They didn't
It's
put
true.
any
It's
hints
true.
on
It's true that we don't know.
I sat there on the edge of my seat for the last 5 hours of the game and was like,
Is it gonna
okay, Vincent, even imply it. Even imply it, sir.
Say
Is
anything.
this what split the timeline? Vincent stood up and said no.
No, that didn't happen. That literally couldn't have happened.
Sadly, we can confirm
because of the
that can't be
context
the
of which is
case.
cuckoldry.
That is a good. That's a good defining universal event. The whole timeline falls apart if Vincent Valentine doesn't get cucked.
He's desperately trying to stop the time ghost from fucking his wife.
I mean, it literally would completely not make that all of Final Fantasy VII not happen.
I know. Isn't that great?
The thing this for Agro's context, since he didn't play Final Fantasy VII ever, not even the original, Hojo, the mad scientist, fucks the girl Vincent likes, and she gives birth to Sephiroth.
Yep. So it would be really great if in the third game they're like, no, that didn't happen.
And then he is so devastated, he gets into a coffin for 20 years.
So we found him in the coffin, and we were like, hey, what's up, bro? And he's like, stuff. And we're like, hey, we're going to go fight Sephiroth. You dislike Sephiroth? I dislike Sephiroth. And that's about all we got out of him. So let's get to the voting on this very interesting showing for Cuck of the Year, honestly. We'll start with Bob.
These are all 3 of these are really strong. We get 2 votes, right?
Yeah, you only get 2.
Oh,
I mean, keep in mind, from there, we can negotiate a third.
I'll just go with the 2 I put in, I guess. Raven and Goliath, or Gailey. I'm not sure how it's said.
You ever notice British people say goal? like they spell in Old English jail.
Okay.
Isn't that weird? Anyway, aggro. Bob, did you know even when they wear seatbelts, sometimes people die in car accidents?
Oh my God. What?
Aggro.
I mean, Ikari sounds truly world class.
He is.
I'm going to have to give a vote to him.
It's like if Vincent showed up in Final Fantasy VIII to get cut.
Wow.
Honestly, I think I'm going to vote for Gailey if for no other reason than fuck that guy. I want him humiliated one more time.
But what if he's into that?
He can be into that. I'm into this.
I don't get that. That makes me angry. Everyone needs to be into the same things as me. I'm going to give it to Raven and Ikari. Come on now. These two are these are master classes in cuckoldry right here. You got your voice lines, you got your perfect arches, and the best part is the power structure of Stellar Blade puts the final bad as the thing they're jealous, right?
Uh-huh.
It makes it that much better because it's the power scale, right? He's so strong, but he wants you and not me, and I'm angry. It's perfect. And Ikari, holy shit, I cannot believe that man has had that happen to him twice. Sweet fucking God. I did not expect that arc to go that way. I was just being nice to the lady at the counter, and Ikari's just extra off-putting. It's not my fault I'm Ichiban Kasuga.
Get the t-shirt.
Chris.
I am going to vote for Ikari and nobody else because after seeing that cutscene, he deserves it. No, none of these others literally watch the person they like fuck someone else in an alley.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
It's brutal.
It's pretty fucking bad.
The guy that he was begging for advice on how to get the girl from. The guy who, for the record, is completely confused and disinterested. He is functionally jumped by the girl Ikari likes. That's a level of cuckoldry that is rarely seen.
It's true. Because it wasn't anyone else's malicious acts that did it.
No, that's...
Ichiban is like a magnet.
But only for women who work at
Testing centers. Actually, that's not true. He fucks one other time in that game, and I hear maybe even a third.
Huh.
I got the second time, and I'm like, dude, this guy's getting laid constantly. What the fuck? I thought he was a Goku. What the fuck? I could not remember who the second time was for reasons that are obvious. This is a far more outstanding incident. Anyway, looking at the votes, Ikari's currently in first, and then we have a two-way tie between Raven and Gailey. I guess we need one vote each on which one should be second place. I'm going to go with Raven, aggro.
I think I'm going to have to let personal feeling give way to the immensity of cuckoldry and vote for Raven.
What a sentence! Bob.
I'm going to stick with Gailey.
Chris.
Raven, probably, yeah.
Now, I think this order is correct.
Yeah.
I'm fine with him getting third place.
Because in the end, we cucked him out of winning.
And I don't even think Vincent should be runner-up. He wasn't cucked.
No,
there should be no runner-up.
He's possibly a first for this Game of the Year ceremony. He's the potential man of getting cucked.
He'll get cucked in the next game.
He'll get cucked in the next game. Just you wait.
Vincent will be cucked in.
What a weird ad campaign. I guess they got to try something new.
Nomura thought it was really important that we know. This is the $40 in-between game where they show it.
It's like it's a remake of Dirge of Cerberus, but somehow in between games and about him getting cucked exclusively.
It's very strange. Very, very, very strange.
It took a lot of work.
This cost more than God of War Ragnarok.
Well, I see why you put in the Leviathan axe mechanic for some reason.
Who knows why that was so important to you, but here we are. Anyways, that's going to go ahead and make 2024's biggest cuck, Ikari from Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. Second place goes to Raven from Stellar Blade. Third place goes to Gailey from Unicorn Overlord and Potential Man. Of being Cuck goes to Vincent Valentine for Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Better luck next time, bro.
Maybe we shouldn't be wishing good luck on this.
No, that has to happen. Otherwise, the whole timeline falls apart. Okay. Here's what I'm feeling next. Best Companion. This may contain spoilers for Buckaroo, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Master Detective Archives Raincode, Metaphor Refantatio, Paper Mario TTYD, Rat Shaker, The Thaumaturge, Trails Through Daybreak, and Ease 10 Nordics.
That's right, Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Blood War.
Yes, the 1,000-Year Blood War.
Please, Mario, save the Soul Society.
Bang, bang. Wahoo. No way. We can improve that. Just change the delivery. Mario holds out a sword. Bing, bing. Wahoo. And he drops it into the ground.
Oh, God.
The nominees are Browsby from Buckaroo, Rudy from Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Shinigami from Master Detective Archives Raincode, Gallica from Metaphor Refantatio, Hulkenberg from Metaphor Refantatio, Basilio from Metaphor Refantatio, Goombella from Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Blood Door, Rat from Rat Shaker, from the game Rat Shaker. Oh no, another Aborichi Nichek from the Thaumaturge. I hope I said that right. Shizuna Rem Misurugi from Trails Through Daybreak. Karja Balter from East 10 Nordics. And Hugel from East 10 Nordics. Now, we'll get to these nominees in a second. Do we want to do 4 or 5 votes?
We could probably make do with 4. It'll be really rough, though.
It will be really rough.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try 4 unless I lose gusto by the end of us describing these. I'll go ahead and start with the Rat from Rat Shaker. The Rat from Rat Shaker's great. Guides you through a personal journey of discovery, of remembering the past. To remember that you are not only the Rat Shaker, you are the Wife Shaker.
He's like Jiminy Cricket, except you get to strangle him.
Oh my God, that would improve Jiminy Cricket in fucking Kingdom Hearts. That's it. That's the story. You get to strangle him. He wobbles around. There's a part where you snap him like a glow stick and he screams.
And he lights up the room, yeah.
And he tells you about how tragic it is, how your life went, and that thing you must remember you did.
And you can't change the past.
You can't change the past.
And you get a repetitive stress injury from shaking him.
Yeah, I almost did. It wasn't as bad as Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, though. It was bad, but it wasn't quite. That was worse. I will say, this game was worth it just so in my head permanently, James Sunderland is the Wife Shaker. This was worth every cent I spent on it just so every time I look at James Sunderland for the rest of my life, I'm like, he is the Wife Shaker. Let's move on. Agro, tell me about Abarichi.
Abarici is the best friend of the main character growing up. You have to skip town after you both steal his father's revolver and shoot a loan shark.
Ooh.
When you come back to town, he is running a gang called the Shivs and is fucking crazy. He styles himself as a poet, is the most violent psychopath you will ever meet, and every time you see him in the game, you go out and get drunk and do some gangster shit that has nothing to do with the rest of the story. Then at the end of the game, when everything's hitting the fan, there's riots in the streets, the captain of basically the Polish secret police has come to your house to arrest you and fuck your sister. right before you fight him, you hear the sound of breaking glass. Alberitzi has just burgled into your house to help you fight the captain of the secret police. And after it's done, he's like, do you want to shoot him or should I? And you're like, I guess you can. He's like, dope. And then he shoots him in the head and buries him in your backyard.
Dope.
Pretty good companion.
That's a pretty good companion. Chris, do you want to talk about Goombella?
Goombella is great. She's a Mario fangirl. She's extremely mean to everyone for no reason. You have a button to get information on everybody, and for some reason, most of them are just kind of mean. Like, you'll talk to a guy and he'll be like, oh man, I love soup. And then you'll hit the button for Goombella to tell you more about it. She'll be like, this is Soup Fucker. He loves fucking bowls of soup.
Who nominated Karjabalta?
I think it must have been me.
Yeah, because I nominated Hugel. I don't think I nominated Karja, though.
Okay, Chris, tell us
It must
about
have been me.
Karjabalta.
She's your tsundere shield sister, big sister figure. She's a very excellent archetype. I'm really scared she'll show up in the next game as the official new love interest. But yeah, I thought she was fairly delightful, and I'm pretty sure I put her in there before this category ballooned to 47 people.
Bob, Hugel is in fact a bird from East 10.
Yes.
How does Hugel sound? Caw. Yeah, so Hugel's great. That's basically...
Look, he's always doing, he's surveying the situation. He goes and he runs a shop for you when you're in places where a shop wouldn't exist. It's like, yeah, he flies back between your ship and you to sell items, which I thought was so good. And he can't talk. He's just literally a crow.
Yeah, it's great. Hugel's great. You can't even be around that game and see Hugel and not love Hugel. I don't know shit about Shizuna Rem Mitsurugi.
I do.
Edify me.
Okay, so in the Trails series, there's a real cool guy named Kun Lun. I think that is what his name is. Oh no, not. I think, is this right? No, this is wrong. That is the wrong martial arts master. God, what is this dude's name? What is this guy's name? You have so many fucking characters.
Mm-hmm.
Trails, please. Why?
That's what I do.
Yun Kafai.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
He is the greatest swordsman on the continent. He founded the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade sword school. All of his students became the coolest people in the entire fucking world. Reen Schwartzer, the main character of Trails Through Reverie, is one of them. But he has a secret student who is named Shizuna Rim Mitsurugi. And she's what if Virgil was Aerith from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh.
All of his students, when they achieve mastery, are given the title Divine Blade of Blank. Like, one is the Divine Blade of Wind. I think Reen gets the Divine Blade of Zero.
Nice.
I think that's the one he gets. She's the Divine Blade of Silver. One of the first things that happens upon meeting her is she's like, I met Reen Schwartzer, the guy from the last game. I just copied his Super Saiyan mode instantly the first time I saw it.
God, Trails games whip ass.
She gets glazed really hard, but the first time she just shows up like, I'm Goku, like I just like fighting strong people. Let's throw down. And she's like, oh, that was cool. You made me go at like 30%. But she joins your party during the segment that is the culling game from Jujutsu Kaisen. And she's just real quirky and is extremely funny. And it's like, she can instantly end every single random encounter by herself.
Awesome.
Like the first thing, you can just decapitate everybody with her. And here's a picture of her eating a taco. That it's not like fan art or anything. This is in the game of her eating a taco.
This is important.
Fantastic.
The main character does not seem happy about this.
She is implied to be so strong that she's the only person that can even plausibly fight the guy that Trails Through Daybreak says this is not only the strongest man in the world, it is strong. This might be the strongest man in all of history. And then I look at him and go, no. But I didn't put that guy in Jobber because he didn't even fight in this fucking game.
What?
Well, they just gotta save him for the next game.
Oh, of course, because there is a 2, and it's coming out soon in America.
Yeah, and then there was the not named 2, but not named 3, but is 3, and then there is the not named 4, but is 4. But yeah, she is delightful in the time you spend with her. She is the gray option, because in that chapter you can either pick to align with the Bracers, the good guys, or Ouroboros, the bad guys, or different bad guys, not the actual antagonists. They're like a separate. There's like 85 evil organizations in Trails.
Mm-hmm.
Each series introduces like 3 of them. But she is the gray option you can only get if you have high enough law and chaos points.
Ooh.
And she's a lot of fun. So that's her deal. I can also do Basilio, because I put him in too.
Okay.
Basilio is a big, tall dog boy in Metaphor. The moment he really won me over is when, in the Gauntlet Runner, when you're going for places, you can read books. And after he joins your team, one of the books is his literacy workbook. Because it's medieval, people can't, like, it's unusual to be able to read. So you can read his workbook and see him doing this. You read his child's literacy workbook.
Mm-hmm.
And the main character reading like, oh, look, he drew little doodles of his brother and also other people. And oh, look, he wrote his dreams and stuff. That completely won me over. He presents himself as this big, burly, tough dude, but is unbelievably soft-hearted and also loves to cook. And he is so delightful that I did not bench him despite the fact he is the last party member to join and doesn't start with any fucking classes. Hey, Metaphor, why don't these guys at least start with the prerequisites for their own class?
Yep.
Since we're on to Metaphor, let's talk about Hulkenberg. Would anyone in this call want to talk about Hulkenberg? Aggro?
Look, Hulkenberg is the total package. Great design, wonderful writing. She is that character. Like she replaces your gruff mentor by being the I'm the strong, hard-lined one, and then immediately turns into, oh, look at that monster. I want to eat that monster. She is... It's hard to really describe succinctly Hulkenberg's character because of how delicately and fascinatingly written she is. In addition to having a Hugo Boss onesie armor set and maybe the greatest haircut in recent video game history. She is also, mechanics-wise, that rare JRPG tank character that actually does that fucking job.
It's good shit. Who nominated Gallica?
That was me.
Hey, Bob. Tell me about Gallica.
Look, of all these companions, she's with you 100% of the time.
Oh, wow.
She never leaves.
Wow.
And she's always playing great music.
That's true. The music in the game isn't technically a spell from her, is it not?
Yes.
Sounds like she might have one of the best soundtracks of the year, which is a pretty big buff for a companion.
That is a pretty big buff. But I also really enjoyed like all the tiny character moments she has throughout the game, where they built her up just super rarely, but every time it happens, it's really good. She puts on a little armor suit when she's in battle, even though she doesn't actually fight in your party, which is pretty funny. Yeah, no, I enjoyed every moment of Gallica being around.
It's a shame that these categories exist with fixed functionality in order to work at all. Because there are just certain people who slide through the cracks. Like Maria. Maria's great. Where would Maria even get nominated in a Game of the Year from us? Fucking nowhere, that's where. Child we wouldn't want to hit with a Tesla.
I wouldn't want to hit any child with a Tesla. The Tesla ain't built for that.
There's no grill. They just bounce off the front.
And then the car would explode.
Well, luckily the car's an autopilot. That's why it's hitting the child to begin with. Chris, tell me about Shinigami from Master Detective Archives Rain Code.
She's a ghost that follows you around. Nobody can see her but you. All she does is be mean to the main character. but in the way of like, oh, it's a girl doing it, so it's fine.
Yep.
She literally is indeed a death god, so she constantly wants you to kill people.
I didn't realize it was literal.
Or she makes funny jokes about how you're going to die. Also, she has a neat design and says funny things. Assuming you like the funny things that Kodaka writes, which isn't everybody.
As it turns out, no, it is not everybody. Aggro, tell me about Rudy from Lorelei and the Laser Eyes.
So, Hotel Letztes the setting of Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, is a confusing and hostile snarl of locked doors, strange symbols, and opaque messages. It is a layered, hard-edged puzzle box of threatening, terrible bad vibes. And at any point you feel overwhelmed by this, you can go out into the courtyard where waits Rudy, this adorable chocolate lab who will bark happily, tippy-tap over to you, and you can hit a button to zoom the camera in on his beautiful face with his big round eyes and pet him for a little bit and heal your soul.
That sounds pretty great.
He doesn't end up being part of a puzzle. He doesn't turn into some faceless guy who points a gun at you. He doesn't start talking. You don't have a dream where he eats a baby. Nothing. He's just out in the courtyard, being cool and chill, and you can pet the dog.
And Bob, tell me about Browsby from Buckaroo.
Browsby is a robotic dog.
Whoa!
You meet him once every few levels, and he will transform into whatever vehicle you need for that stage. So sometimes he's a car, sometimes he's a plane, and I think he's a boat.
Yes.
Jet ski once.
Yes.
And then you do a fun little shooter level that's really simplistic, but you get to be a fun dog.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
I did, in fact, get far enough to do a couple of those. I really appreciate him as a race car. It's delightful.
Yeah. I
That's
think
it.
you can pet him, but I'm not sure. I feel like he barks, at
I
least.
swear you could interact with him after the levels.
Right.
ended.
If nothing else, you jump on top of him and jump up and down. That's basically petting.
Yeah. That's
Because he's
basic.
huge.
That's, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, that's the end of that. Let's get to voting. 4 votes each. I'm going to let Chris start us.
Basilio, Hulkenberg, Shizuna Rim Misurugi, and Goombella.
God damn it. Bob.
Hugel,
Ka.
Gallica, Hulkenberg, and I'll throw in with Browsby. See if anyone else joins me. I doubt it, but
Aggro.
I will vote for the superior caniform, Rudy. I've got to give one to my boy Abarizzi. Alone on this list, having shot the captain of the Okrana and buried him in your backyard.
Look, that's just because Shinigami wasn't offered the chance, okay?
I have to give it to Gallica for being that constantly there and talking and never really getting annoying. Oh, this is so hard. I love Hulkenberg, but it turns out there's nothing in this world I love more than having Trails characters described to me. So I think I'm going to go with Shizuna Mitsurugi.
Hey, Game of the Year's almost over. You can get back to that now.
It's my turn, huh? Hugo's great and an absolute delight. Fucking functional bird. Fucking great design bird. Fucking funny as shit bird. I love him. Everyone loves him. Hugo is the best.
sorry, Karja.
Yeah, sorry, Karja Balta. Also, Chris is totally right. It's like I was saying when I beat that game. We're getting the future Ease game where all the love interests show up and Karja's going to be there like, no, I'm the one true one. What the fuck? Who are you, bitches?
The alternative is like, she doesn't want me. I'm now stapling on elf ears and dyeing my hair blue. It's going to work.
It's gonna work. I'm voting for Hulkenberg. That moment when you're banging the pots and pans in the fucking sandworm den, and they just start yelling shit, whatever they're thinking of, and Hulkenberg gets upset, so she starts insulting the other people. And then you can choose as your main character to then yell her name instead of the other two options. When you do, she's like, I'm not old-fashioned or uptight. And then you go, I didn't say that. I didn't say anything. I just said your name. She's fucking fantastic.
God, she's so good.
And really, like Aggro was saying, like mechanically, I love using her as a tank in battle. It's fucking dope. I love that she gets passives that up her fucking defense on round one.
Mm-hmm.
I love that she can pull the enemies to her, and there are cool ideas of what to do with that. And there's equipment in the game to make blocking take half a turn. Yeah. So you could get fucked up. Hulkenberg fucking rules. I wish I knew more about Basilio. Tragic. I will probably know more about Basilio before this even goes live. Bob.
Yeah.
Browsby's kind of my highlight of that game.
Yeah, no, he's trying to find a good point from that game.
I'm trying to not vote for him though, but racing in a dog car is funny as shit.
It is.
Okay, I'm throwing my third vote on Browsby. And whoever wants my fourth vote, feel free to lobby me. I am easily influenced.
Look, we've already been over how Gallica might have the best OST of the year.
Damn it.
I feel really bad for not getting to vote for Goombella. I've never even played Paper Mario, but every time I hear about her or see her, I'm reminded of Beffica Winklesnoot.
Is that like a Bethany Danderpaws character? What is...
That's from Bugsnax.
Bugsnax.
Oh, I can't remember anyone's name in Bugsnax because they're all so fucking cute. Like, literally, I can't tell you one name of a fucking character from Bugsnax.
She's not as... Goombella isn't as abrasive as Beffica Winklesnoot, but they are kind of a similar sort of character.
Yes. Whereas, like, with that character from Bugsnax, it's literally danger high voltage. Goombella isn't quite that way.
Okay, Dan.
Aggro, you seem to have posted something.
I did. I want you to look at this dog. Look
done.
At the beautiful, trusting, loving eyes of this pooch.
This is one of the funniest pictures of a 3D dog in a video game I've seen in years.
Who stands as a bastion between your mental health and the endless spiraling abyss of red mazes and Roman numeral padlocks.
Having to choose between this dog and Gallica, this is rough.
Look, Danny, you already voted for one dog. Why go for the lesser dog?
You could always switch to the real dog.
Wait, you saying I could vote for Gallica and then just take a vote away from Browsby?
You could do that.
I will tell you the riddle of steel, boy. Steel is weak. Flesh is strong.
One moment. I'm gonna go look up Browsby again. Get a good look at this dog. No, I did not mean bakery.
Did he mean Bowser? Did he mean Bowser at
bakery? Did you mean a Bowser bakery? A bakery Bowser? Look, I don't know what you want, but I'm going to be really annoying about how I don't know what you want. Nah, I'm keeping the vote on Browsby. Browsby's fucking hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. And we're going with Gallica.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, let me tally this and see where we're at. Well, I've destroyed the spreadsheet. Okay. Tied for first is Gallica for Metaphor Refutatio and Hulkenberg. With three-way tie at 2 votes each is Browsby from Bakiru, Shizuna Rem Misarugi from Trails Through Daybreak, and Hugel from East 10 Nordics. 1 vote each goes to Rudy, Basilio, Gumbella, and Abarisi. Nijik. I think if we just reverse the order so it goes Hulkenberg, then Gallica, I think we're good on that.
Oh, do you?
I do. I do think number 1 should be Hulkenberg. I
feel like we have a process to decide things like this.
Is it quietly and deeply whispering with our manly voices? Is that the process?
I mean, it could be. There's no rule that says a dog can't play basketball in a low gravelly voice.
Okay. Does anyone think anyone else should be brought up for voting for who's in first versus second? Is there anyone who's a 2 voter that should be brought up? Okay. I'm going to say we get 1 vote each. Shocking. To choose between Gallica and Hulkenberg. Bob.
Gallica.
Chris.
Hulkenberg.
Oh.
Damn it.
Aggro.
Gallica.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, like as soon as Bob went, it was all up to Chris.
Yeah.
I can't lie, Hulkenberg. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, like it hurts to try and campaign against Hulkenberg. She's so great. But in the end, she's not the one who gives me wizard levels.
fucking fact, but
You know what? I will switch to Gallica because Hulkenberg has the downside of having the most Persona-esque bond link in the game. The one that is closest to just being from Persona and thereby basically the worst one.
Well, here's the thing. Here's how I know Hulkenberg should take this. Hulkenberg would eat the Mr. Rogers cheese snack. The cheese banana snack, 100%. Hulkenberg would eat it and be like, what a fascinating texture. A delightful and affordable snack. That's why Hulkenberg should take this.
You're not wrong, but I don't know if that means she should win.
She should get first and second place.
Oh, this is brutal.
Chris said he would switch to Gallica.
Yeah, I'm switching to Gallica. Somebody has to kneel.
And look, I understand. I am also running a mage as my main character. This is an important lineage.
Mm-hmm.
But god damn it, she's the most fucking weird about buffing the bond at this point in the game I'm at. So I'm like, how fucking annoying.
Yeah,
Hulkenberg is almost level 7.
yeah, she's the only one that's tied to the plot of the game.
Yeah, she's story gated.
Yeah, that makes her frustrating.
Yeah, there's
to me.
a couple that are gated. There's a couple that are like really gated in ways they shouldn't be. Brawler.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But let's move on to this third place / runners up situation. We need to do a vote. Does anyone want to bring anyone up into the 2s from the 1s?
The only one I would advocate come up into the 2s is Gumbella.
Agra, how you feeling about Aparisi?
I mean, very strongly, but in a way that's hard to communicate without experience.
How about this? I moved Aparisi up. I think some miracles could happen. We got 5 options here. I say we go with 2 votes. We'll start with Bob. Actually, you know what? We started with you a second ago. We'll start with Chris.
Shizuna and Gumbella.
Bob.
Hugel and Browsby.
Hugel and Abrisi. Aggro, you owe me a Hugel vote.
That's how this works.
Oh,
Yeah, totally.
That sounds like election interference. And I, sir, am a patriotic American.
So you're fine with it?
Aberisi, and she's in a rem.
Damn it! Ah. Okay, that gave us 3 2s.
Good.
God damn it.
Okay,
Such a good
so we
category.
now have to vote for between the 2s.
Yeah, 1 second. Okay. There we go. There we go. Almost there. Oh, it's so fast. 2 votes again between She's in a Rem, Hugel, and Aberisi. Bob.
Hugel and Aberisi.
Hugel and Aberisi. Aggro.
Aberisi and She's in a Rem.
Chris.
Shizuna and Abarichi.
So here's my compromise. I'm going to end this category, and I'm just going to say Hugel. I'm going to be like runner-up the fucking bird.
How far down the runners-up list do we have to go to get to the bird? That's how far we're going.
Where did this one category had a 7th place?
I feel morally compelled to agree to that.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
It's not even real election interference. It's just like weird that he needed to name the top 10 most voted for in the presidential nominees.
Like every time Ash Ketchum tells you he made it into the top 16.
Okay, you know what? We'll do that. That means best companion of 2024 is Gallica from Metaphor Refundatio, followed by Hulkenberg from Metaphor Refundatio. In third place is Aberisi Nijik. With the first runner-up, Shizuna Remizuki, and the second runner-up, Hugel from East End Nordic. Now, it's important that you know that these 2 runners-up are tied.
Yeah, there's the same level of
he's
runner-up.
the other runner-up.
Yeah, exactly. These are 2 parallel and equally valued runners-up. One of them's a bird that goes, ah! Holy shit. The next category, budget dimension of the year. I don't think there will be spoilers here. To be perfectly frank, the nominees are The Whole Game from Lego Horizon Adventures, both dungeons from Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, extra dungeons from Metaphor Refundatio, and random islands from Ease 10. Nordics. Hey, Bob, I assume you nominated the Propaganda game.
Yes.
Tell us all about Lego Horizon Adventures.
Lego Horizon Adventures, I'm pretty sure was a roguelike, and they decided to cut that out. Because every single stage is just a repetitive single combat rooms at one after another that feel kind of like they're based off Hades areas and are incredibly repetitive. Like, there's nothing that feels budgeted about any of it. It feels very low tier.
It's so low tier that even Lego, like the people who play all the Lego games, are like, this is a piece of shit.
Yeah, no, it didn't. Not one of them seems excited about it.
But that pre-baked lighting looks really nice.
Estimates are Concord level sales.
In Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, there are dungeons, 2 of them. They look identical. They are exactly as ornate as Tobal's dungeons from the PS1. We're talking completely flat walls, stone texture, highly repetitive 90-degree angles intersections.
Yep.
And that's it for 30 floors for 2 continents, baby.
Rule.
And they're also procedurally generated.
I cannot stress that this is one of the lowest ranked dungeons I've gone through in an RPG in a very long time.
Oh yeah, it's like, we need you to be 5 levels higher. Here's the grind dungeon. I'm like, I'll do all 30 floors and be 15 levels higher. How you like that, motherfucker? I'm walking into this boss fight 20 levels above.
It's great.
It's like when they strap Conan to the wheel. Like, no, this wasn't torture for me. This was preparation.
You know, even as far as I am in Metaphor Refundatio, it has become apparent how little money there is in those extra dungeons.
Yeah, the layout is clearly made specifically for the dungeon, but oh my god, all the assets are just reused.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And it's mostly 90-degree angles.
And it's really impressive. I would say it was some pretty low-end dungeonery, if not for fucking Like a Dragon. That literally is the only thing I've seen shoot underneath that recently.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of, because I'm still going through Metaphor. I was like, oh, this is nostalgic. This is reminding me of Tobal. I mean, Like a Dragon 8's dungeons. But it's a little, it's nicer. There are curved surfaces some of the time. You can jump down from a ledge to go somewhere else.
You could crawl a little hole.
You could crawl through the little hole. I was a little sad we didn't have a category that was like a great year for crawling through tiny ducts.
Yeah, we probably do need some sort of category that's squeezed
like,
through of the year.
There was like four games that did that this year, and that was really weird. That they were all just you and really tiny ducts.
Yeah.
I don't
not even doing squeeze through, just literally doing the air duct. Yeah.
Duct-sized things, yeah.
That is a weird amount of games.
It's weird. It's just strange. And then the random islands in East 10. We're talking about the raid ones, right? Where you're now inside of the island and you're charging it down.
Oh, is that what this is about?
I assumed as much, Chris.
I didn't put this in.
I'm going to say that's what it's about.
All
because
right.
Given that was the connotation I had, I must have written this here for the raids you do on the islands. Not the part where you're going around it and you're shooting.
No.
The part where you're inside.
No, the part where you have to go inside.
You literally just walk between combat rooms. Wow, yeah. That is pretty budget.
And yet somehow it seems mildly higher budgeted in some aspects than Metaphor and Like a Dragon 8.
I don't know
That's
about
a pretty low budget.
Usually in East 10, they're literally just, it's 3 rooms connected with a single hallway to each other.
Sometimes they're really big rooms and you got to do all this platforming around it with your grapple hook and shit.
Yes. Once in a while, there is a big room.
They get really big. I did a lot of that content until I decided I am no longer going to do a lot of this content and ended the game.
I did all of it. I did all of it until there's like, okay, you rescued everybody. And like, why would I still fucking do these?
Because you love the bell.
I did literally all of them.
I think I also ultimately did all of them, even though by the end it was like, yeah, we unlocked 7 before the final dungeon. I'm like, fucking why?
Yeah. I don't know.
You could have had 4 less and it had been better.
So I'm going to say we get 2 votes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get to it. I'm going first. Like a Dragon deserves to win this. It is Tobal-like. It is unreal. That's a PS1 game. And the extra dungeons is a Metaphor.
PS1 is higher rent.
But that wasn't an RPG. That was a fighting game with a dungeon mode.
Yeah, see, the only things I can compare it to are Tobal and Air Geese.
Yeah, and that's the amazing thing. It's like, whoa, slow down. Air Geese isn't a fair competition here. That looks too good compared to Metaphor and Like a Dragon. Chris, 2 votes.
Infinite Wealth and Horizon.
Lego Horizon Adventures?
Yeah,
Bob.
because I don't like it.
I'll join you guys in Infinite Wealth. That I haven't seen it, but I believe it. Because those games are put out every year.
I should just screen cap Tobal and then put that in the channel and be like, "This is it, Bob." I edit each pod over it.
It is equivalent to the Bloodborne Chalice dungeons in Ishin. In Like a Dragon Ishin.
Okay.
Like, it is the exact same scale of shit.
Because the Chalice dungeons are really bad. Jesus. I haven't seen the ones in Like a Dragon Ishin, though. So maybe they're better than the ones in Bloodborne.
No, they're worse.
I think it's really telling that there's not a single picture of the dungeons in this on the internet. Like, everyone looked at it and went, "That is so bland. I will not hit print screen and post this online."
And my second vote.
Yes.
Lego Horizon Adventures. I played that entire game. I swear to God, there's one level. I think I played the same level 80 times in a row.
But you got to play it as increasing levels of cop.
Yes. Not even. I got to make my home base increasing levels of cop. I didn't get to make Aloy even more cop.
Yeah, that's fair. Dr. Aggro.
I have been sold on these both dungeons in Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. And Lego Horizon Adventures is cheap conceptually, so I'm just going to vote for that out of principle.
See, that's my complication here. It feels weird to be like, it's the budget dimension, it's the whole game. I'm like, but
You have your hometown. That's not
supposed to
the
be-
budget dimension. That place
Oh.
looks great.
oh, okay.
And you
Okay,
leave
so-
it. It's one level over
That's
and
so
over.
fucking stupid. This is the equivalent of like the budget dimension in TMNT 1, the world map. The rest of the game's fine, actually. While looking at this, the extra dungeons from Metaphor Reef and Tootsie are somehow in third place, getting clowned on by Lego Horizon Adventures in second. And the both dungeon, I cannot believe they look the same. The dungeon in Japan and the dungeon in Hawaii.
They look very slightly different.
It is so mild. They both just look like toe ball.
The Hawaii dungeon is like an abandoned building mid-construction. The Japan dungeon is a sewer.
Did you read that in a lore card or?
No, that's just how they fucking look.
It's okay. Just to be clear, occasionally you hit a room that'll just have shit in it, just like on the fucking floor.
Okay.
That's it. Elsewise, they are completely square cubes of rooms with hallways that could do 90-degree turns and doors that people added a mod on PC to remove. Because it's fucking annoying to open doors again and again and again and again.
Yeah, I don't even know why those doors are there. Maybe the PS4 needs them?
I have no
a hard
fucking...
drive?
Wait, did this... I don't think this shipped on PS4, did it?
Yes, they did. Yep.
Huh. Yeah, for some reason I thought this was the
That's
first.
crazy.
Like,
Yeah, I thought this... I
It's
thought
also
they
on
were
Xbox One.
I thought they were
Wow.
all in on next gen with this one.
No, they just want to
man.
charge $70.
Man, it would be really cool. It'd be really cool to see that game on like an Xbox One original. That would be interesting. So I assume I'm not going to be able to get the extra dungeons from Metaphor above Lego Horizon Adventure.
If anything, I want to lobby for random islands to be above extra dungeons and Metaphor because, oh my god, there's actually decent design ideas in the Metaphor dungeons.
Yeah, I'm with Bob on this one.
Yeah, so am I, honestly, thinking about it. Like, the Metaphor dungeons have ideas. Some of them have really, like, vertical layouts where you have to figure out how to get to places by going up and down ladders and jumping down holes.
I remember each of them distinctly. They're designed differently.
I'll give that to y'all. We can do that. I still question the legitimacy of the whole game being a budget dimension.
Okay, Dan. You watched Bob play that entire game. What is a set piece or segment in Lego Horizon Adventures?
Sometimes you find the hot dog guy.
I'm sorry, did I stroke out and we started talking about Toe Jam and Earl?
No.
You don't even find the hot dog guy. The hot dog guy is a weapon that they sell you and you use.
Okay, what was the vendor then?
He's
He's a food shack dude, right?
He was a guy invented for this, but he's not actually a hot dog guy. He is similar though.
Yeah, he's that guy. I'm talking about that guy. The guy that at the end of the game, the narrator thought was very funny to go, I didn't actually write any lore for this guy. I just thought he was cool and it would be mysterious what his deal is. And I'm like, game, if I could kill you.
But yeah, he's always in the same level. He's always in, you go.
He's always in the same room.
He's always in the same
room. is
room.
traveling everywhere. It's like a Magla hall.
So if anything, I'm like, that's more fire for this is a budget dimension.
But it's the whole game. That's not a budget dimension. That's a budget game. God damn it. I'm getting nowhere with this, am I? Oh, well. History will remember what side I stood on. Are we ready to lock this in?
Dan, you're talking about putting the Infinite Wealth dungeons at the top?
Yeah.
No,
Is that not where they are?
No. My argument was to bring Lego Horizons down because Lego Horizons Adventure is a whole game and not a dimension. The notion of the budget dimension of the year is that you go to a place and there's no money. It was inspired by Astral Chain, a game where you go to a place and there's no money.
Yes.
The place is called Lego Horizon Adventures.
God damn you!
Dan, like your thinking on the subject is, I think, is I think perhaps too narrow. You have to view Horizon the way that Jim Ryan viewed it, as a holistic game world with various, one might say too many goddamn projects, and this single aspect of it, this cheap appendage on the hulking multimedia juggernaut that is Horizon, is what we are considering to be the budget dimension.
So this isn't moving. Okay, I'm ready to lock it in. Well, everyone else good with locking it in?
Yeah.
That means budget dimension of the year is both of the dungeons in Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, followed by the whole game Lego Horizon Adventures. Third place is Random Islands in East 10 Nordics, and runner-up the Extra Dungeons in Metaphor Reef and Tazio. Thank you very much to all of our nominees.
Except for Lego Horizon.
Excited for Astral Chain 2. It's gonna happen, right?
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, they're working on 2 games, definitely. Not just going to evaporate after they release Ninja Gaiden 4.
The next category, Varmint of the Year. This may contain spoilers for Momodora Moonlit Farewell, The Plucky Squire, Infinite Nikki, Infinite Nikki, Infinite Nikki, Infinite Nikki. Sorry, it's Infinity Nikki?
Yeah, it's Infinity Nikki.
Infinity Nikki. Rat Shaker and East 10 Nordics. But really, it's just going to have spoilers for Rat Shaker, I'm pretty fucking sure.
Yeah, I don't think any of the other ones.
Yeah, it's the fucking Varmint, guys. Come on now. The nominees are Myrtle from Momodora, Moonlit Farewell. Pip from The Plucky Squire. Bib Coon from Infinity Nikki. Blush Bunny from Infinity Nikki. Longstocking, and I'm just going to read the text, parentheses, Conti Goat from Infinity Nikki.
That's right.
Yep, I'm looking at it.
And Shirt Cat from Infinity Nikki, which just sounds like me running that terrible bit where I kept singing the Top Cat song, but I kept saying Tail Cat.
Yes, it does feel like it sits in that same zone.
It's 2017 GigaBoots meme. The Rat Shaker from Rat Shaker, from the game Rat Shaker, and Picards from East 10 Nordics. Let me look at this Shirt Cat. 1 second. 1 second.
Shirt Cat is so smug. Jesus.
It's true.
Yeah, that's one of the smuggest cats I've ever seen, which is impressive. What the fuck's a Bibcoon? Oh, that's adorable. Man, these varmints are very cute. I hope nothing changes. I hope nothing changes and gets weird. Oh, hey, Blush Bunny. Oh, look, Blush Bunny is very cute. That's great. What's wrong with this goat? Who did
She's real
makeup
cunty.
experiments on this fucking goat? Is this one of those animals they use for makeup testing and it escaped? What's the lore here? Why is this goat so damn like this?
This thing looks like a rookie Digimon that shows up halfway through the season.
Don't worry, the next form stands on 2 legs and consents. No! Digimon fans be like. I don't know. Does anyone want to talk about their particular nominees? I'll be quick with the Plucky Squire one. So that's Pip. It goes Squeak.
Does it talk
it does
at all?
not talk.
It squeaks. That's
It just squeaks.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. If it talked, I would have to beat it to death.
It's very cute. See, for people who haven't played the Plucky Squire is a Zelda game with Adventure Time vibes to the animation and sort of a little bit the humor.
Mm-hmm.
And since your group is a cool set of creatives, not their word, but honestly, what the kind of how you would describe broad artistry across multiple mediums. You occasionally do your little jamming out victory dance between each of you, and you all have a different one because when you use a Viking-like creature, who's of course metal, right? So they're throwing the horns and stuff, and there's stuff with that. And you have like this cool dance that you all do to celebrate your victories and shit, and then Pip just joins in seamlessly, and it's great. Pip's great. He squeaks. I rest my case.
I guess I could talk about Myrtle.
Yeah, what the fuck's Myrtle?
Myrtle's an old man rat who who works for like the Queen of Fairies in Momodora.
Cool.
He's just out lost, and you give him a pendant, and he's like, "Oh, thank you," and then he shows you to the Queen, and that's about it. But he's got some good pixel art.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. He looks so tired.
Yeah.
Almost as tired as I feel looking at this goat. Chris, why is this goat like this?
Well, because they have to give you material to make stockings with, so obviously they have to be cunty.
Jesus.
They have to serve at all times.
Oh, okay. Well, now that you say it like that, everything's normal.
So what is this woke wombat doing in East 10?
So the Picards are great because you can find a bunch of them throughout the game, and their animations are PS2 low-end tier. They will just slide away.
Yes.
There's an island you get to, and you see one as soon as you get there, and it just runs. And you have decided you're going to get that fucker. So you literally chase it the entire island, and every cutscene, it just slides away.
It's so
And people
bad.
eat them. They're basically giant gerbils, but they are a meat animal.
The Picards are great.
But we don't we're catching them to raise them and not eat them, though. To be clear.
No, I'm pretty sure the plan is to eat them.
But we aren't telling the little girl that.
No, she'll just be like, "Where's the woke one?" And then she won't look too hard at the rainbow steak on her table.
She won't put it together for quite a while.
He moved to a different, bigger Picard farm upstate.
They come in lots of different colors.
I'm trying to see if I still, because I moved computers since I played it. I'm trying to see if I still have like the screenshots of the Picard, just because there were a couple good ones.
Yeah, it's like usually Steam will upload those to their servers for you.
It didn't this time.
Oh, well.
I can say that much. Aggro, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Does this evoke any? Well, let me see if there's a way for me to. You know what? I'm going to DM it to you. There's a reason for this. I'm going to DM it to you, and you're going to post it in there. You now have to be the messenger of this nightmare image.
Oh, why have you done this?
There are logistical reasons, I promise, but unfortunately, this is your task.
I did not deserve this burden.
So,
Oh, no!
there's a DLC outfit for the Picard. You know?
No, there isn't.
No, you can. And you,
Oh yeah,
you can wear that.
Yeah, that thing.
Now, the reason I posted this actually isn't that. You see how there's a Picard peeking on the shoulder, right?
Yeah.
Now, that's a thing you can wear even as normal Adol.
You don't have to be Picard Adol.
You don't have to be Picard Adol. You could just have it peeking over your shoulder, which is great, and I loved that, and I did that.
Okay.
That's the real reason I got this image. That's what I was searching for. Unfortunately, they wanted to show me that. Oh, hey. I actually found the exact image I was looking for. Sorry, Agra, I subjected you to fucking horrors when I could have just shown you this cute picture.
Oh, now see, that's much better.
Right? And that's what I was trying to say is great about the Picards. You can have a little Picard on your shoulder, and it's super great. Look at how cute that is. So good. Is there any... Oh, the rat from Rat Shaker. It's a rat from Rat Shaker. You squeeze it and it screams, and you snap it and it becomes a glow light, and it's very funny. And it also talks a lot. It also says "cheese to meet you."
Yes, it
and you can
does.
choke it to make it stop fucking saying that.
You cannot, however, choke it hard enough to make it stop accusing you of your sins.
This is pretty strong. Pretty strong. Did anyone want to talk about any of the rest of this?
I mean, none of the Infinity Nikki ones really have a character or any kind of role beyond you gently brush them and then get something from it.
Okay. I'm going to say we get 3 votes each. I'll go first. I'm going to vote for Pip. Love Pip. Very funny. Enjoyed it. Enjoyed them immensely. I'm going to vote for the rat from Rat Shaker. How could you not? Titular character? Possibly. Who knows? I don't know the rat's name. It could be Rat, last name Shaker.
It could be.
Lots of things in Rat Shaker are called Rat Shaker, including you and a boxed product on the television. And I'm going to throw another vote in on the Picards. I love the Picards. I would have put the Picools in this category, for Visions of Mana, but they're too big. I feel like Varmint's a weird term to give something that absolutely massive. It's the thing you ride.
Yeah, those are like horse size, which I could accept, but it is weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt weird about it. They're so big.
That's really pushing it.
They're so pangolin-like, though. They're so great. I love them. Anyways, those are my 3 votes. Bob.
The rat from Rat Shaker. I've been sold on Pip.
Hell yes.
And let's see. And he's the one. He's the shirt cat. No.
No, don't fall for the top cat meme.
God, he's so smug, though.
He's really smug.
Cats should be smug. What's the problem with a cat being smug?
Oh, no one's saying it's a problem. Are you saying it's a problem?
I'm not saying it's a problem.
No one's saying it's a problem.
You know what? Blush Bunny.
What you wanna?
I have nothing more to say. They can look at it and see how it has its ears tied up in a knot.
The reason why I started laughing is because I was like, what is Bob going to say to prop up him voting for Blush Bunny? Bob's like, Blush Bunny, they're one of the good ones. It's like, Chris.
Cunty goat.
God damn you.
Blush bunny. And shirt cat.
He's the one. He's the king, but above everything. Hey, Aggro.
I am going to vote for the Jean-Luc pork chops from Ease 10. The rat from Rat Shaker.
Yes.
Who may or may not be some kind of tulpa escaped from Silent Hill. There's a lot of quality varmint up here. But Blush Bunny looks like the missing baby evolution of Tinkaton, so I think I'm going to go with that.
Hell yeah. Let me tell you, as Tinkaton fans, excited to have Tinkaton come up for no reason during this game of the year.
Right?
Not even in the Scrimblow category, weirdly enough.
God, the thought of going around with this Pokemon, like if this was a Pokemon,
Yeah.
and then it evolving once and pulling out the hammer. Something really menacing about that.
Depending on your friendship level, it either turns into Tinkaton or something that's basically Lopunny.
Okay, so we have 3 sets of ties. 3 votes each tied between Blush Bunny from Infinity Nikki and the rat from Rat Shaker. Ties with 2 votes between Pip from the Plucky Squire and Picards from East 10 Nordics. And then 1 vote each, Longstocking, parentheses, Conti Goat from Infinity Nikki and Shirt Cat from Infinity Nikki. Does anyone think the top 2 should change? Should something be included in the vote for the top 2?
I voted for Blush Bunny, but I feel like it's like a third placer. So I feel like maybe
I mean, I think the Picard should be up here.
yeah, the Picards probably should
Yeah,
get
I'm
in.
with you on that.
So do we want to vote 2 votes each between these 3?
I think that's fine.
Okay, we'll try it. I'm going to vote for the rat from Rat Shaker and Picards. Aggro.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Chris.
Picards and Blush Bunny.
Bob.
Rat and Picards. Yeah. I don't know. There's something Varminty about them.
Oh, yeah, no, they're fucking giant gerbils.
Yeah.
That's...
They don't even animate. Jesus.
Dude, I know. One of the most PS2 parts of the game is the fact they just go, they don't need to animate to run this time. We'll just slide off and you hear the slide whistle in your brain.
If we animated them running, the meat would get tough.
Oh my God. Okay, so currently what the order looks like is Picards with 4 votes, the rat from Rat Shaker with 3, and Blush Bunny with 1. Do we want to bring things up next to Blush Bunny, like Pip or anything else, to vote between Blush Bunny and the others, or do we think we're locking that in a third?
I think it's fine to lock it in. I have minor concern with Pip because he's bipedal but shouldn't be. That reduces the varmintness to me.
That's fair. I understand.
I would
love Pip.
I would vote for Pip again if we brought him up, but I don't know if anyone else will join me.
The current state of it looks good to me.
Can I say Pip is runner-up because he was?
You are always welcome to observe the things that happened factually.
Well, somebody might want to relitigate and bring some sort of cunty goat up to vote for who's runner-up between this wholesome Pip who squeaks and this fucking goat.
You make a good point about that goat.
God damn it, no! So we have two things we're voting between Pip and Longstocking. You get one vote each.
Oh my god, Pip Longstocking.
And that's what broke him. That one moment of realization. Bob.
Pip. Shirt cat.
God damn it. Bob's like, bring shirt cat out.
I have a brain disease. I think it's funny.
I mean, yes, because I drilled fucking Tailcat into your brain for 4 years on Mega Man Maker. Well, I guess only 3 years on Mega Man Maker.
Shirt cat, big pets.
Shirt cat might be Big Pets.
How big is Shirt Cat? I can't get a scale here.
We should have had Big Pets nominate worst named thing because that's spectacularly bizarre and wrong naming.
Weirdly, we weren't doing this in 1999 or whatever.
Yeah, tragic that we weren't doing this in 1991 or 0 or 2. I can't remember. Chris, between Pip and Longstocking, one vote.
Cunty goat, of course.
Aggro.
Longstocking.
Oh my.
Oh no, we're at lock state.
We're tied for runner-up, so we're doing what we did earlier. We're doing two equal runners-ups. I'm locking it in. Here I go. I'm reaching for the lever. I'm locking it in right now. Someone better stop me.
Do it, man.
Okay.
Just pull the lever.
There we go. Varmint of the Year for 2024 is the Picards from East End Nordics, followed by The Rat from Rat Shaker. In third place, Blush Bunny from Infinity Nikki. And runners-ups, Pip from The Plucky Squire and Longstocking parentheses Cunty Goat from Infinity Nikki.
Cunty goat.
Thank you to most of our nominees.
Cunty goat. Take me home.
No!
To the plane.
No! Coming up next, Best Character Design. Oops, I dropped all these images to Squirrel Girl. The nominees are... Id from Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, Roland from Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, Charlotta from Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, Narmaya from Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, the Sovereign of Cool from Infinity Nikki, Halara Nightmare from Master Detective Archives Raincode, Shinigami from Master Detectives Archives Raincode, Lucrezia Isole from Trails Through Daybreak, Shizuna Rem Misurugi from Trails Through Daybreak, Berengaria from Unicorn Overlord, Queen Elenia from Unicorn Overlord, Travis from Unicorn Overlord, Morley from I Hope the Dut Bears Like This, Visions of Mana, Yufa from Metaphor Refantatio, Hulkenberg from Metaphor Refantatio, Psylocke from Marvel Rivals, Squirrel Girl from Blue Skies Custom Feeds. I actually don't know that that's out there, but come on now. They has to be. So, from Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess, Jane Doe from Zenless Zone Zero, Mara Forest from Crow Country, and Minami from Sushi-ben. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
What is that, 20?
Something like that.
20,
we had a lot of
right?
good character designs this year.
It's back to an old school category.
Thank you, Grand Blue. I'm going to be honest, Bob.
Yeah.
I stopped myself from adding anyone from Zenless Zone Zero to this category.
I felt like I needed to put at least one in, and Jane Doe.
That's fine. I get it. I'm not questioning.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I had to stop myself. Aggro.
Yes, sir.
Look at Squirrel Girl.
Believe you me, sir, I have done that.
Now
What?
look at
Really?
Squirrel Girl in the Urban Hunter outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Charlotta's great. Her crown is really tall. She's got a great big sword. She's fantastic.
Sword looks surprisingly small in this picture, but yes.
It's a little deceptive. Narmaya's great. She's fantastic. Unfortunately, the game wants me to play as her in order to look at her all the time.
I enjoyed doing that.
Yeah. She's fucking swell.
The only reason I didn't nominate either of those was literally technically
Uh-huh.
they're character designs from earlier than this game.
But
They've been slightly...
they have been realized
Yes.
in a fidelity unlike ever before.
That is true. So I accept it.
You know, the important delineation here is that I'm not bringing in Kazuya Mishima, who has had plenty of high fidelity incarnations, right?
Uh-huh.
That is something I had to make myself do. Because 1, we have 20 nominees. 2, I'd be like a Leo. It's like,
This
Dan,
time, even better.
even better. It's like the fucking classic recipe gets even better. But no, it's like we had Tekken 6 and 7 and whatever, right? So it's kind of hard to bring back a character we've seen plenty of times, a design we've seen in this capacity plenty of times. Bob, tell me about, I don't even know where is the So person from Kinitsugami, Path of the Goddess?
They are the samurai dude that is
With the mask?
Yes, with the mask.
Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing that now. Cool.
Yeah, he's the main
Oh, I hadn't
character.
looked that closely. I was like, is this Tekkenman?
no,
Is
it's
this, Yoshimitsu?
he's
Oh, man,
not-
that would be a-
Understandable.
That would be a really good Yoshimitsu design.
that would.
But yeah,
but
tell me.
Doesn't look weird enough. He's
tell
a
me about
freak.
That's true. Like, I like this because he's not freaky enough to be a Yoshimitsu. But he's got a really cool like cloak that has multiple fins. It's like really old school samurai armor and that weird mask. Like, there's just something about him that's really strong.
Yeah. A lot of the designs in Kinitsugami have this almost Byzantine approach where they're incredibly busy and detailed, but in a way that works as a unified whole.
Bob,
Mm-hmm.
why wasn't Jane Doe in Varmint of the Year?
She is a rat lady.
She is a rat lady.
I don't think that's a category we needed to goon our way through.
Wait, are we gooning right now? But I didn't bring Lee.
That's the second round of voting.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do you have anything to say that the internet videos haven't already done for this lady?
No, I don't think so.
Their marketing team's very on top
It was
of
like,
it.
I feel like she is the peak of the Gooner technology they've made at MiHoYo.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Like, they've tried other ones. I don't think any of them are as strong. They go in different directions, though, so it's important.
Yo, Travis from Unicorn Overlord's pretty cool.
He's a pretty cool guy.
He's pretty cool. So is Bangaria. Bangaria is just straight up Ivy. It's fucking Ivy from Soul Calibur.
Is pretty Ivy-esque.
It's very, very Ivy, but like changed classes from ninja to like knight.
Mhm.
Or, I don't know, pugilist? I don't fucking know.
That's something about her using more standard weapons than a whip sword and being less focused on striking sexy poses constantly
Mhm.
makes her feel distinctly different from an Ivy. Plus, she's tsundere, so
Yeah.
obviously superior.
Id from Grand Blue Fantasy is a really good Nero. Like Nero from Devil May
Oh,
Cry.
yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Just fucking stellar. A lot of people do Virgils. Not a ton of people make a Nero. I think they nailed it here. Id's cool as shit. Really great design, really cool weapon. Fucking dope.
Yufa's polka dot's poncho is incredible. I've seen very few designs like that.
It is. The patterning is strong. Her Xeon mobile suit helmet is great.
Dude, that game with the specific inspirations it has art-wise is so fucking peak.
Yes.
It's unfair. It's unfair. I don't want to think about next year where I'm just like, oh, I wish there was cool like 60s sci-fi anime shit going on. Chris, is this Hollow Nightmare with the cape?
Yes, it is.
What's the deal with Hollow Nightmare?
They're real nasty.
They are a Kodaka character.
They're really greedy and charge you money to do anything. Like, they're like, you need me to save you from getting beaten to death by these fascists. That'll be $50,000, please. But they let you take out a loan.
Mm-hmm.
They're also always carrying around a coin they throw at people. They're real cool.
Yo, Queen Alinea is pretty cool from Unicorn Overlord.
She is pretty cool.
This is a fact.
Got that fucking awesome ass sword and amazing. I don't need bucklers.
Yeah, buckler shoulder pads.
Her design specifically is so good that you almost immediately get a replacement character who dresses the exact same way, and you're like, all right, I guess this is just as good. And then you see Elenia again, and you're like, no, there is no replacement for the original.
I like the hairstyle of the replacement, so it's fine.
It's fine, actually.
Yeah, that's also kind of how I feel.
Who is this person to the right of Elenia? The one with the purple rose.
That is
hat.
Lucrezia.
From Tales Through Daybreak, I see.
She looks a lot like Doll from Ys 8 or 9.
No.
She wears a veil, and it is very cool.
Bob, no Nihon Falcom character looks like any other Nihon Falcom character.
Noted. Okay, got it.
Yeah, her design seems really neat.
She has a spear that's from another dimension.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. Aggro,
Yes, sir.
you may now talk about Hulkenberg.
I would like to bring up, once again, how fucking just great her outfit is. The smart lines, this like 80s business suit almost motif, her slightly exaggerated but still perfectly reasonable halberd, her bangs.
I knew it.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Bob. Did you notice her bangs?
Nah, man. Not at all.
It is a fucking strong haircut. Her in context tiny face with the giant ears, it's the whole package. It's well balanced, sharp, and striking.
Bob, I'm going to assume you brought Psylocke from Marvel Rivals?
Yeah.
Why would you assume that, Dan?
No reason.
They put Lady Yorichi in a new game. What's wrong?
Yeah, we were driving our fucking co-op mates insane as I'm like, Yorichi's here. Yorichi's throwing shit. And Bob's like, okay, I'm on my way. And they're like, who are you talking about? I'm like, oh, I wasn't trapped in a fucking Bleach podcast for 5 years. Ooh.
But I think they did a nice job with this ninja outfit. I think it's very cool.
It is incredibly good. Someone brought Roland from Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. First off, let me say thank you. Because at first I was like, I should bring it. And then I saw it was there. And I was like, oh, shit. But go right ahead. Why'd you bring Roland?
It takes a strong character to wear a giant canary yellow cape and mean it.
Uh-huh.
And no outfit, I think, is truly complete without a left-handed, single-edged, swept hilt rapier.
If you described Roland's outfit on paper, I would probably be like, I don't know. Kind of, doesn't really pop for me. But there's something about just the way the character design's drawn and the hair perfectly complements how the outfit is flowing. That looks really fucking good and cool.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, I see this nightmare being Shinigami is in yet another category.
Look, she's the most memorable part of that game. I can't help but put her in every single category.
I like that almost every time we're getting a different picture of her.
She's a strong entry in the horrible pink woman genre.
Oh my god.
I also do like her fucking Ghostbusters logo ass other form. And in fact, I think one of the sprites is literally a reference to fucking Ghostbusters.
Oh, that's good. That's
I think
really
she's
good.
literally doing the fucking point.
Oh my god.
It's possible she's also the endpoint of the Blush Bunny Tinkaton evolutionary line.
No.
It's possible. It really is.
The way Game Freak's going.
It was like, that seems more like a Digimon evolution.
Mm-hmm.
I do not have the Ghostbusters one saved, but I do have her making this condescending face saved.
Of course you do.
That's really good. That's a really good picture. We have a character to the right of Shinigami. Is that in fact?
Oh, that's Shizuna Rim Mitsurugi.
I see.
That's Girl Virgil or Girlgil.
Girl, are you okay?
Yeah,
Do you need
that's
a
a little
drink?
bit of a mouthful. I'm turning into a fucking Murloc. And then to the right of her is the Sovereign of Cool from Infinity Nikki.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought this was Final Fantasy 14 for 1 second.
That's how Infinity Nikki looks. It looks like what if Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was Mario Odyssey? And yes, she is reverse gripping a giant pair of scissors as a sword.
Oh yeah, that's fucking sick. God, that's cool. Man, that game's pretty cool. Oh, let's see. We talked about those. We talked about that. Your Honor, Squirrel Girl.
I think we already did that.
Okay, just you saw the Urban Hunter outfit too, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, we
all
saw
right.
the Urban Hunter outfit.
Okay, and we talked about So from Kinitsugami. We didn't talk about Minami from Sushi-ben.
There's a lot to be said for taking a commonly expressed theme and perfecting it in a bold new art style. And even well-trod outfits are extremely elevated by the addition of a single bold accessory, namely a gaggle of identical Japanese salarymen.
Thank you, Agro, for your poetic words. Could you also talk for a moment about Mara Forest from Crow Country?
Mara Forest is a clinic in doing more with less. She is, by design, stunningly PS1. She has 5 describable features tops, and yet maintains a striking, memorable presence immediately visually communicated.
Gentlemen, I'm a disgusting, self-indulgent bitch. 6 votes.
Ooh.
Honestly, part of me wants to do 7. It's been a good year.
Yeah, we've been eating well.
I'm going to let Agro lead.
Okay. Roland, Minami, Mara, Queen Ileana,
2 more votes. The bangs.
Yufa, Hulkenberg.
Squirrel Girl.
What? Really?
Yeah, they're really good. Not sure if you knew that.
You're not wrong.
Narmaya. This is still hard. I have 6 fucking votes, and
Right?
this is still a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
I need to ask something about Yufa.
Okay.
That character design is completely reinforced by them, right? Like, it's strong and resonates with the shit they're pulling, right?
Yeah. Aggro?
Mm-hmm.
Because I fucking love that design. That's just stepped straight out of a Gundam. Like, there's some energy to that where it's like, and then there was the other psychic. We don't talk about her because she wasn't underage. Char?
Get in the Psycho Gundam.
Right? Like, fucking. Anyway. Gonna put a vote on Yufa. Fuck. Putting a vote on Id from Grand Blue. Can I put multiple votes on character?
No.
Damn it.
No.
Damn it.
I mean, you know what, Dan? Go ahead.
Uh-oh. One moment, that can't be good. Can't be good for me at all, actually.
No, it's just like you're setting Chris up for something.
Now I need to take back all my votes that aren't Squirrel Girl to prepare. I'm also voting for Unifeet from Unicorn Overlord.
Wait a second.
I'm just look. It's last minute right, and it's fine. It's fine. I don't want to vote for Jane Doe. I ain't a rat fucker. Morley from Visions of Mana. Bob.
Okay. Minami from Sushi-ben. I haven't played that game, but I've been following this Twitter artist for years. I cannot deny them.
No, of course.
Morley. I really appreciate his leopard print cape. Strong.
It is.
Yufa. God. In a game just filled with good designs. I honestly think she's the best. But I'm also voting for Hulkenberg.
Right? Because how can you not?
Right?
Hey, Bob.
Hey.
Yuffie's really great. You should vote for Unify.
Bob,
Yeah.
Dan makes a good point.
Just saying, maybe aggro would have if I remembered to write in the fucking name of my wife.
I'm sorry. I think I might be obligated to vote for the character I married,
Jane Doe?
Berengaria.
Oh,
Mm,
no! Are we doing that? Am I throwing a vote on Berengaria?
I don't know. No.
Okay,
Not yet.
you only have 2 votes left.
I know. It's only 2. This is bad.
We'll vote for Berengaria and then vote for Unify, and we're all good.
Bob, magical wives come and go, but motherhood is forever.
What?
Thank you, bizarrely Oedipal Facebook page.
So, hey, Bob, do you want to vote to get us out of this moment?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go do like no, don't worry about that. Travis from Unicorn Overlord.
I was so close to voting for Travis.
He's so good.
It's fucking cool as shit.
Yeah. And Jane Doe.
God damn it, you rat fucker.
Look, she has animation. Her main animation is putting her thumbs to the little carabiners on her jacket. It's really cool they did that.
Yeah, I'm well aware of her animations, Bob.
Yeah, I bet you are. The marketing team's doing their job. Hey, Chris, would you like to vote for Unify?
No.
Damn.
I'll vote for Squirrel Girl.
Okay, well, then I'm not as angry.
Shinigami.
This category's a nightmare.
It really is.
Every year.
The Shadow Assassin.
The Shadow.
Narmaya. Id. Shizuna Rim Misurugi. And the Sovereign of Cool.
Let's sort this absolute nightmare and see what this even looks like. Okay. One character with 3 votes is Yufa from Metaphor Re Fantasio. Oh, what is this? 6 different characters with 2 votes are Id from Grand Blue, Narmaya from Grand Blue, Morley from Visions of Mana, Hulkenberg from Metaphor, Squirrel Girl from Marvel Rivals, and Minami from Sushi-ben. Then below that, several characters with 1 vote each. Roland from Grand Blue, the Salvador Cool from Infinity Nikki, Shinigami from Master Detective's Archive Raincoat, Shirizuna Rem Misurugi from Trails Through Daybreak, Queen Elenia from Unicorn Overlord, Travis from Unicorn Overlord, Unifi from Unicorn Overlord, Jane Doe from Zenless Zone Zero, and Mara Forrest from Crow Country.
No matter how many times I hear it, I want to call her Mara Frost. I don't know why.
I get it. Does anyone think any of the ones should be brought up to 2-vote tier? Because I would argue Unifi should. we're just gonna do that. And people can vote for it or not.
I see.
Are there any others? We have a lot of 2s.
We do.
We have a lot of
do.
2s. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare. Hey, rat fucker. You want to bring your rat wife up there?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
It's all right. No one else.
Yeah, we have so many. I think most of the ones need to die.
Right. Like, oh yeah, I'd bring this one up, but I wouldn't want to do them the embarrassment of no one voting for them.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say we get. We're doing 4 votes and we're doing them fast between these fucking 8 options.
Jesus. Okay.
So everything id to Unifi. 4 votes. Bob.
Minami, Hulkenberg, Morley, and Narmaya.
Aggro.
Minami, Hulkenberg, Unifi, you bastard. Squirrel Girl.
Chris.
Squirrel Girl. Id. Narmaya. And Hulkenberg.
Unifi. Squirrel Girl. It's rough. I have 2 votes. And I want to vote for basically everything up there. Minami and Narmaya. Okay, so what we have is a 4-way tie between Narmaya, Hulkenberg, Squirrel Girl, and Minami. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. No surprises here.
I think the process is working. Fucking good luck from here. 2 votes each between Narmaya, Hulkenberg, Squirrel Girl, and Minami. Chris.
Squirrel Girl and Narmaya.
Bob.
Hulkenberg and Minami.
Aggro.
Hulkenberg and Minami.
Oh, shit. Squirrel Girl? Oh, no. 1 second. Minami.
I think we need like a Dark Souls-esque splash for some of these episodes. We're just like nothing achieved.
Yeah.
Okay. So, sorting by votes, and I'm not saying we lock this in. I'm just reading it off. First place is still Yufa right now. Minami is second place. There's a tie for third between Hulkenberg and Squirrel Girl, and then distant runner-up is Narmaya.
I don't know. You think dropping Narmaya and going again would give us any results?
Like, I currently like the setup we're in right now, but
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of think Squirrel Girl should go up.
Well, we could do that if we bring Hulkenberg down.
Which I am not on board with. If anything, I'd put Hulkenberg up.
I'm okay with bringing Hulkenberg down.
So it tells me Bob would also side with Aggro and I with Chris, and this is the problem. This is the absolute fucking nightmare problem.
yeah, it's like
we're
this is the
faced with.
deadlock because I'm like, I think she's in the perfect spot. Because
Look,
I'm like, Minami's too strong though.
I'm fine with the Gooner bait only being runner-up. It'd be real funny if they were higher, though.
It would be fantastic, even. I think Minami's a really strong design and very funny. The way they play out in that game and just their personality they evoke at all times. But if I could, I would drown them to put Squirrel Girl in the top 3. I don't think I'm going to get away with that, but it's just worth throwing out. I'm just throwing out here. A lot of representation for not Dan in the top 3, and a lot of dead Dan waifus right below that. If only I was better at drawing up county lines to make these votes go my way. Damn. We can't have a tie for third place. That's absurd. We got to figure out something. One moment.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Gotta do something here. One moment. I can figure this out. God, why did this year have so many good designs? Fuck. And that was limiting Zenless Zone Zero to only bring in the rat. Fuck. Okay, come up with something. There's got to be a democratic solution to this that makes sense and makes everyone happiest.
I don't think that exists.
So no one wants to lower Minami to raise up Hulkenberg and Squirrel Girl? I'm not saying it's easy.
Right. I could live with it. Like, I get it. I am not opposed to Squirrel Girl supremacy in this category.
Third place supremacy. It's
Yeah.
the fucking. It's the meme.
No. Like there's winning a contest and there's climbing a mountain.
Yeah, it's another one of like I don't agree, but I can accept it if that'll make you happy. Like that's fine.
Chris, what are your thoughts?
I'm pretty alright with where we are.
Stupid fucking year full of fucking good designs. God damn it. No, it's fine. We'll leave it like this.
If only Squirrel Girl came out last year.
Just worth noting, Squirrel Girl got the same number of votes as Hulkenberg. Just so we're clear. Democratically, still third place.
You know what? This is a strong enough category. Why not? Then
What, to just say that we have a tie in third?
Yes, there's a runner-up of
Yeah,
Narmaya or Unifi or whichever.
Fucking reminder, there are 17 other dead bodies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least drowning.
Some of whom did not deserve to be left down here when some of these people are up here.
Is it Morley? Are you mad at Morley?
Honestly, I'm flabbergasted by how many votes Id got.
I like Id. He's a good lad.
Yeah, he's a great character. He's an anime boy in black armor with a big sword.
But he's a very, very
Yeah.
well-crafted anime boy in
It's
black armor
true.
with a big sword.
I have no choice but to stand.
Look, he looked cooler in Scale Down. That's all I'm saying.
He looked more Devil May Cry 5 in scale. Look at better. Okay, fine. We'll just have a tie in third. We'll just say there's a tie in third, and people will just think we're absurd, and that's fine. Look, I'm sorry. There was no democratic way to break this.
Yeah, no, this is the category where that's most likely to happen.
Yeah. This year we didn't have any strong, like, nobody's played this, but the Shadow Assassin.
Right, exactly. We did a pretty good job of playing mostly all of the same games, except for no one else played Master Detective Archives, which can you blame us when Chris goes, maybe don't. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
But I want to vote for Shinigami.
I mean, yeah, that sounds great. Really, Bob, you should be upset that no one voted for Lady Yorichi.
But maybe I should put her other design in. Maybe her other skin would have sold him.
Maybe.
Maybe it's just have her facing the other direction.
I brought both Squirrel Girls. Maybe if you had her face the other direction, Bob, you should have gone in, cranked your computer up to like 4K, hit F12 like mad to take tons of photos. And you're like, here you go. And everyone's like, why did you bring 10 photos of the same shit?
Man, that Bleach game's coming out this year. We can put actual Lady Yoruichi in
Oh
this
my
category.
God. Okay. Well, I guess I'll call it then. Everyone's cool with you for taking first place?
That's a bold strategy.
I'm just checking at the last second here. We didn't even talk about it past her getting 3 votes in the first round.
We didn't. She was too strong.
I mean, I'll be honest. When we're looking at Yufa, Minami, and Hulkenberg, my money's on Yufa. Right?
Yeah, I feel way stronger about her than the other two, but that's just me. I don't know.
That's me too.
Oh, yeah.
Really, it should go Yufa, Squirrel Girl, whoever the fuck. Which really, if we're being honest, it should go Utify, Squirrel Girl, and then who cares?
Right, but we're talking about like this vote we're doing and not your approach to life.
Your Google search history.
God, before this goes live as a bit, I should go to my Blue Sky, make custom feeds for from Unicorn Overlord and Squirrel Girl, and then just casually try to screen cap a tweet, but obviously include that in the header that you can see I have those 2 feeds. I think there's only been one piece of art ever drawn for Unifer. I think it was Tosh who showed it to me. I was like, cool, anyone remembers.
Yeah, I was following a few Unicorn Overlord stands, so I got to see some from different characters.
That's cool, yeah. They're the problem with the Unicorn Overlord, there are too many characters.
There are too many characters.
It's an even worse problem than it is in Grand Blue in a sense, because Grand Blue has way fewer characters.
Unless we're talking about, full Grand Blue.
Right. No,
the relink.
Relink specifically. We didn't want the Grand Blue fans to misinterpret my words and show up in the comment section blowing us up. Okay, we'll call it. We'll lock it in here. The best character design of 2024 is Yufa from Metaphor Re Fantanzio. Second place goes to Minami from Sushi-ben. And tied for third place, Hulkenberg from Metaphor Re Fantanzio and Squirrel Girl for Marvel Rivals. Thank you very much to all 20 of our best character design nominees. Jesus. This is a hard category every year.
Yeah.
Artists really be doing good fucking designs. It would be so funny if we just had a horrible drop-off one year. It's like best character designs. I don't know, dude. I have 5.
Oh my God. How bad, no fighting games came out.
Not one.
Not one.
Not one.
No RPGs came out.
I got into gacha games so I could get more nominees in here. I brought in 6 Zenless Zone Zero characters. Next category. Plan of the Year. There are going to be spoilers for Awaria, Crow Country, Rise of the Ronin, Still Wakes the Deep, The Thaumaturge, Visions of Mana, East 10 Nordics, East 10 Nordics again, and Tekken 8. The nominees are taking on a deadly maintenance job to potentially kiss ghost girls from Awaria, unmining gold from Crow Country, the Blade Twins plan from Rise of the Ronin, work on an offshore oil rig so the cops forget you killed a guy from Still Wakes the Deep, fake your own death so the Tsar will like you now from the Thaumaturge, Coda's plan from Visions of Mana, tie Adol Christen to the problem from East 10 Nordics, Grimson's plan from East 10 Nordics, and teaching Heihachi the ultimate technique of the Mishima style from Tekken 8. Bob?
Yeah.
Tekken 8 won you?
Yes.
What's the deal?
In the DLC, the free DLC, to explain Heihachi and how he's back.
Uh-huh.
He has amnesia and is taken in by the Tekken monks. Who have...
Okay.
Yes. They have decided for some reason, even though he has forgotten everything about himself and is a calm old man now, they need him to train so that he can fight the looming threat of Kazuya. So
oh my God.
They are teaching him the ultimate technique of their style, which is also the Mishima style, because they're a weird offshoot school.
Yeah.
And obviously, That's a great idea, right? You want to give Heihachi Mishima the
It's
strongest...
okay. Heihachi just wanted his martial arts style back. Tekken X.
So, of course, the end of this DLC is him. The final training method to get this technique is stopping an asteroid falling to Earth with your bare hands.
What?
So that asteroid they come down on was Kazuya and Jin fighting. He's down there on the ground,
No.
grabs it and headbutts it, and gets his memory back in doing so.
What the fuck?
Now he has this ultimate technique and is just like, oh, I'm going to kill Tekken monks now.
What?
Well, yeah. What do you think the first thing he was going to do was?
That's a terrible plan.
It is a terrible plan. I don't know what they were thinking. And obviously, because the asteroid's coming down with Jin and Kazuya, it's already too late. Like, Jin is fixing the problem right now.
Yes.
Exactly. It is so disrespectful that they're like, oh man, Heihachi has finally chilled the fuck out. But we need someone to stop Kazuya. Tick, 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 tick. Jin Kazama's a bitch, so what we're gonna do...
Yeah, real dumb plan.
Okay, hey Agro.
Mm-hmm.
Summarize the unmining gold plan.
So, picture it. You find, coming out of the ground, a metal pipe with a solid gold cylinder in the middle. What do? Clearly, the answer is to construct an enormous complex of machines to chop up sections of the pipe, extract the gold, break it down, mix it with rocks, ship it to South America, shove it in a mine, bring it back out of the mine, and pretend you mined it there. Ignoring all of the, I wonder what these pipes are or where they came from, and maybe I should look into that. The notion that you think you need to go to all this trouble to explain where you got the gold, and also think this plan is just going to fucking work.
Yeah, as if there's no checks that could possibly happen between here and South America.
Yeah, no, that's... But... He was in Mexico, though, right?
Was it Mexico?
I thought it was Mexico. I can't remember.
I thought we just vaguely South America, but I don't remember either.
What a fucking plan.
Yeah.
What a fucking plan.
It fell apart immediately.
No, really.
Bob, explain to Aria.
Awaria is a game where you play as a person who's taken a maintenance job entirely for the sake of kissing ghosts that died down here, doing the same job as her.
Well, they do get kisses.
They do get it seems to be working surprisingly well.
Doesn't sound very Jin Courier plan like to me if it's working at all.
It is somehow working, and she has not died yet by the end of the game.
So, yeah, it seems pretty solid, actually. I don't know. Bob, explain the Blade Twins plan from Rise of the Ronin?
The Blade Twin in Rise of the Ronin, the whole concept is you and the Blade Twin are like a pair that work together. You make them both in a character creator at the beginning of the game. And then you get separated, like, immediately. You think they're dead, but later you find out they're working for the enemy's faction. Like, they're always on the other side. And at the end of the game, they're like, I did all of this for you. I need to show the nation into disarray because that's the only way we can live. It's how we get along. It's like, you've tried to kill my main character 12 times. What do you mean?
Well, they knew you'd be good.
Yeah, they just knew that. It's really contrived and dumb. And it ends up with them being behind various plots from the Bakamatsu era.
Chris, explain tying Adol Kristen to the problem in East 10 Nordics.
So there's a problem, which is that Karja is gonna become. Karja is the reincarnation of the Giga Chad. So Karja's mom from the afterlife is like, I'll resolve this problem by attaching her to the hip to Adel Kristen. Because when you throw Adel Kristen at a problem, it fucking goes away.
Yeah, somehow she doesn't even know who he is. She just could sense.
You can sight read an Adol Kristen.
Yeah, it's like literally, oh, this guy is the protagonist of the universe.
Uh-huh.
She probably sensed the thing from 10 minutes before he showed up where he killed a demigod up in the fucking stratosphere. She's like, yeah, this dude beat like the ancient evil to death with a normal sword. I'm gonna put my stock on him.
I mean, that plan was pretty good, but what about Grimson's plan?
Yeah, what's the deal with Grimson's plan? I'm sure it's just as good.
Grimson's plan is to let his daughter become the reincarnation of the evil Giga Chad so he can and then kill her. For some reason, he did not want to do this before she became the evil Giga Chad, and it wasn't like he resigned himself to this. This was always his plan. It's not really clear why.
Yeah, no, it almost makes no sense.
Well, when you put it like that. I don't know how else you would put it, but...
Like, his wife's spirit, when she showed up to like, browbeat him, she'd just been like, I'm leaving you. I know I'm dead, but, you know, when you die, don't show up like we're together.
Who nominated Coda's plan for Visions of Mana?
That was me.
What's so bad about... First off, who's Coda?
Coda is your ancestor, the main character who lives next to the mana tree. His ghost is haunting it, basically.
Yeah. Big fan of the Mana Tree, that guy.
Yes, he's in love with the Mana Goddess, literally.
Mm-hmm.
That comes up a few times.
Almost no one asked for it,
Right.
basically. He just loves talking about how much he loves the fucking Mana Tree and the Mana Goddess.
Yeah. His plan is after Delphos curses the goddess and puts her to sleep because she day drinks and he also didn't help. I assume Coda is also...
You're like, Coda, this is your fault too. What were you doing?
He stayed.
You should have been keeping her sober.
Yes. God. They're both so useless. Jesus. But Coda's brilliant idea to maintain the Mana Goddess while she is in her suspended state from being, like, beat up by Delphos' magic sword is to turn the alms into spirit stones and shove them to the tree every 4 years because it's going to run out of power if he doesn't, and it's going to break the universe, is going to screw everything up, and it's all going to suck.
Yeah, so we're just going to feed her people.
Yeah, we're just going to feed her people. But that's not even the worst part of his plan.
What is the worst part of his plan?
His worst part of his plan is also the secondary part of the plan where we need someone strong enough to show up to beat Delphos and actually kill him this time. Yet they sacrifice the strongest members every 4 years of every clan. So there's no potential to create a strongest person. You also often take them at 15 and mulch them.
Yep.
Incredibly stupid.
Yes, it's the dumbest fucking plan on this list, I think.
Yeah.
Right there next to unmining gold. There's no world in which shipping giant trucks across multiple country lines and shoving it into a mine and then bringing it back wouldn't be obvious. Thank you, Bob.
No problem.
Aggro, you want to talk about the thaumaturge?
Okay. So the thaumaturge takes place in Poland in 1905. This is after Grigory Rasputin gets kicked out of St. Petersburg the first time. But he knows the Tsar and his wife, their whole court, are coming to Warsaw. So he has a plan to get back in with the court. After gathering a cult around him in Warsaw and making a big scene at a church and causing a riot, he holds what is basically literally a last supper outside in a poor district, invites a reporter to talk about it, then goes, like he talks to you and then walks inside, and the building he walks into explodes. It's comes out of nowhere. It's an amazing cutscene. His plan after that is to show up at a party and I guess just exude confidence and everything was going to be fine. Because the way my playthrough went, I got to the Tsar first and I'm like, you shouldn't trust Rasputin. And he's like, bro, I know. That's why I kicked him out the first time. And Rasputin's like, you foiled my plan. I'm like, no, I Indiana Jones this shit. This was going to happen the whole time.
What was the plan though? This guy, the Tsar knew him already, right?
But see, here's the problem. You're thinking big picture. Grigory Rasputin is a detail-oriented plotter, and I want to focus in on the fact that if you go back to the spot where that building blew up, his devotees have built a shrine to him, which includes a jar in which is pickled an unusually large penis. Because you can't get through a piece of media about Grigory Rasputin without mentioning his giant hog.
Right.
What this means is Rasputin tracked down a guy who looked kind of like him and also had a giant dick so he could kill him because he knew that one distinguishing physical detail was going to be the way he was recognized by his followers and the public.
This seems to be less movement towards his goal and more to reinforce his reputation post-mortem.
I assume so. When he shows up at the soiree with the Tsarina, people are like, oh man, that's Rasputin. He's got this terrible reputation. We drove him out of the court the first time. But fresh in their mind is that he's got a giant dick. I mean, Anne came back from the dead, and that's all mysterious and powerful and interesting, but he's packing.
Okay, well,
I think that's the takeaway.
That's a plan. Tell me about this working on an offshore oil rig so the cops forget you killed a guy from Still Wakes the Team.
Picture it. Scotland, 1970s. You and your wife are having a stereotypical rough patch in your marriage. She's given you one too many chances. You go out to the bar to blow off some steam, get in a fight with a guy, and fucking kill him. It's an accident, we're pretty sure. But your friend, he's gonna fix it all up right. You're going to get a job on an offshore oil rig under your own name.
What?
And wait till the heat dies down is the extent to which he thought of this.
I mean, that does seem like the dumb guy plan of someone who kills a guy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Luckily, because of the left turns that story rapidly takes, it doesn't really come up that this is going to be a problem later.
This seems like a plan of a really bad Columbo villain. So yeah, it's
An incredibly bad one, yes. I should make a list as I go through again of which ones I think would do it. Because I bet it's a lot.
probably.
It's probably at least 24.
I don't know. A lot of them are too not blue collar. They're too high class to do that.
To get drunk and kill a man?
No,
Or
to
work
go
that
to
job.
work a job on
okay,
an oil
okay.
rig.
Work a job, period, actually, for many of them. Gentlemen, how many votes should we have for this? 3, 4? 4? I'm thinking 4.
Yeah, 4 should cover it.
Okay. We actually, the audience, this is the amazing part. And Bob, you can decide later whether or not to leave this in. We haven't even defined our own metric of what the fuck plan of the year means.
Right. Is it a good plan? Is it an incredibly bad plan like Jinkari would
Is
make?
it a plan?
Who knows?
Is it just the most remarkably plan-like plan of the year?
Right?
Yeah, if I may, I don't think the positive or negative need factor into this. We're going for the absolute value on the number scale.
So then you're saying that Coda's plan is actually pretty strong as a contender here because the amount of fucking stupid or armaments to this plan, these layers, these mechanisms, it's like, bro, this ain't working, and the more you add, the more it ain't working. Might make it more elevated because there's simply so many bad ideas going on all at once.
There's a lot to it.
So in that sense, maybe teaching Heihachi the ultimate technique isn't even that planned-like. There's not enough layers.
Yeah, they didn't have a multi-step thing. They were like, then he'll be Kazuya. Kazuya's beat.
I don't know. I think there's something to be said for how singularly dumb a decision could be.
This is possibly our most esoteric category. I'm glad we saved it for last. We did. Incredible. Well, technically not last. Okay. We got 4 votes. We're going to start it now. Bob.
Coda's plan. TJ Heihachi, the ultimate technique. That's dumb. That fake czar thing's too fun. Sorry, the faking your death to please the czar thing. What is that plan? There's too many steps and it doesn't seem like it accomplished anything.
Honestly, I just imagine him voiced by Job from fucking, what is it, Arrested Development? And he just shows up and he's like, so we're friends now, right?
Right?
Because you saw my giant penis and I survived an explosion.
Oh man, I'm really caught between Grimson's plan and unmining gold.
Understandable.
They're both so bizarre. Oh man. Grimson's plan, because there's clearly less thought put in. And yet more steps somehow.
Yeah, there were a lot of fucking steps to his plan.
Yeah, part of me is like, Grimson's plan comes off as, and then when I realized 17 minutes was too long to microwave a Hot Pocket, I'll use this hammer to crush my microwave. I don't understand how his plan could have played in any other way.
I know, right?
When it's too late, I will overreact and then get owned. What a fucking stupid asshole. Hey, Chris, it's your turn now. You get 4 votes.
Teaching Heihachi the ultimate technique. What the fuck is wrong with that? Yeah, we taught Heihachi Ultra Instinct. It's fine.
Yeah, he won't misuse this.
Coda's plan is really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Unmining gold is also really stupid. Grimson's plan is so bad. It doesn't even rise to the level of plan almost.
I'm gonna have to go with unmining gold. Incredibly believable as a plot for these characters to actually be trying to do this. This plan is believable from this exact tier of human that is portrayed in this game. Like, perfect. Thank you. How fucking stupid. Faking your own death so the Tsar will like you now is unbelievably funny to me. We need to leave a pickled penis, otherwise they won't know it was me. Did they watch you walk in? Yes, but I'm gonna give it to Grimson's plan, because again, there were a lot of layers of what he did that just led to him microwaving a Hot Pocket for 17 fucking minutes and burning his house down almost. What a stupid motherfucking asshole. You spend 10 seconds thinking about what his plan was in that game, and you go, I don't even buy that this was like a fatherly love thing.
Yeah, no, because you think that he would do anything differently. Even one thing.
Teaching Heihachi the ultimate technique in the Mishima style. Hey, Aggro. Your turn.
By virtue of it being as pointless as it was disrespectful, I'm going to go with the Tekken monks being unable to let sleeping dogs lie. Unmining gold is some straight up Looney Tunes shit. Faking your own death so the Tsar will like you. It's so weird. Standing in that reception chamber, realizing this is clearly not a potluck because bro was cooking nothing. And any opportunity I can take to send up who or whatever was the cause of the plot of Visions of Mana is what I'm going to take.
That is fair, and it always will be. Let's go ahead We're gonna have the biggest dumbass sponsored by the Monotree. Look forward to 2025's Game of the Year. Okay. Sorting this by votes, we have a 4-way tie, but we have a unanimous vote for teaching Heihachi the ultimate technique of the Mishima style. What were they fucking thinking?
What were they thinking?
Then we have 3 votes each on Unmining Gold and Crow Country. Faking your own death so the Tsar will like you now from the Thaumaturge. Koda's plan for Visions of Mana and Grimson's plan for East End Nordics.
You know the plan's good when all you can do is write their plan.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, that honestly, that tells you.
Right.
2 or 3. Fuck it, we're doing 2. Aggro, go.
Unmining gold and faking your death.
Bob.
Coda's plan and oh my god. Faking your death.
Unmining Gold and Grimson's plan. Chris.
Coda's plan and Grimson's plan.
Oh my god!
Shit.
Perfect. So that was
You know what? Grimson's plan is barely a plan, so I'm going to switch to Unmining Gold.
It's okay. He's gonna make his daughter incredibly powerful by training her. Then give her an entire army of to herself.
Okay.
That lets her be entirely independent.
Okay.
And then at the last second, when she might be awakening to the evil within her.
Which, to be clear, he knew about all along.
Yes. Then it will be time to kill her and all her friends.
As she unlocks Ultra Instinct,
Yes.
that will be the moment to kill her and her super powerful friend, Adol Christ.
It would have worked if Adol hadn't been there. Unfortunately, Adol is him.
And Grimson simply was not.
Here's the thing, though. If Adol wasn't there, somehow someone would have handcuffed her to a nuclear bomb that she could survive. And Grimson couldn't. Which is basically what Adol is. So far, voting-wise, we have Unmining Gold with 3 votes. Fake Your Own Death so the Tsar will like you now with 2. Coda's plan with 2. And Grims's plan with 1. I can live with that order. The question is, do we really know for certain that Faking Your Own Death so the Tsar will like you now is less plan-like than Unmining Gold? I don't know. I think we should put it to a vote, 1 vote each.
I feel like Coda's plan should be higher.
Should be higher.
That's my feeling.
So that should also be up here.
Yes, that should also be up here.
So what you're saying?
Literally
this
the
is
same
good.
thing was
No. It's different. It's different. We're cutting out Grims's plan.
Yeah,
that's
you're
how
right.
it's different. So you're saying we should vote between Unmining Gold, Faking Your Own Death, and Coda's plan.
Mm-hmm.
2 votes each. It's 3 options. We will not be able to evenly split because that would be 8. And 8 is not divisible by 3, so we will be safe.
All right.
Bob, go.
Coda's plan.
You better vote for that after fucking...
In Faking Your Own Death for the Tsar like you now.
God damn it. Aggro.
Oh.
He died. My God.
Just immediate. Does the Tsar like me now?
I bought this prop penis and everything.
This is so rough.
I hope Death Stranding 2 somehow involves someone faking their suicide and a pickled penis being left behind.
God, the revenge for global mismanagement is coming up in my soul. Coda's plan. Which leaves me in a pickle.
Much like.
Oh. Faking your own death.
Oh.
Chris.
Coda's plan.
And?
Unmining Gold.
I'm going to go for Unmining Gold and Faking Your Own Death so the Tsar likes you now. Which means Coda's Plan from Visions of Mana and Fake Your Own Death So the Tsar Will Like You Now from the Thaumaturge are tied with 3 votes each. That is really fucked up when you look at the voting history there. Second wave. Faking Your Own Death and Coda's Plan get 2 votes each. Unmining Gold gets 3. Third wave. Exact opposite. Those 2 get 3. Coda's Plan gets... Or Unmining Gold gets 2. What the fuck? How did that happen?
People change.
Very quickly, evidently. 1 vote each for which one should be in second place between Faking Your Own Death So the Tsar Will Like You Now and Coda's Plan. I'm sorry, Aggro. I hate to have making you make this decision again. Bob.
Coda's Plan.
Chris.
Coda's Plan.
Aggro.
Yeah, I've got to Ahab the bastard. Coda's Plan.
So I'm gonna vote for killing yourself. So Faking Your Own Death So the Tsar Will Like You Now. The reason is I don't think Coda's Plan came from a sane place. I don't think he made this plan with full mental faculties. I think this guy just went, oh shit, everything's fucking ruined. I got this, and it like sort of worked for a little bit. He's like, yeah, I guess we'll just live like this from now on.
Yeah, that he implemented his terrible plan he thought of when he was really upset and dead. He does it for like
Really?
50 years or something.
Really upset and dead. You say as though being dead is a state similar to drunk.
Yes.
He wasn't thinking straight. He was dead.
God, in his story about it, he's even like, it used to be used to turn monsters into these gemstones and manage the cycle of mana. It's like, then why aren't you turning monsters in and shoving them into the tree?
Because children are way easier.
I guess they walk themselves in.
Monsters have like a self-preservation instinct.
What do they call the sacrifices?
The alms.
Yeah.
The alms, like, it's not like they run a fucking scanner over and you're like, okay, you have the most spiritual power, go die. It's like almost a status thing.
Yeah, and the fairy comes up and just goes, you.
Yeah. Yeah, she just
fucked up.
Coldly picks anyone and is super cheery about it. That game is so upsetting.
Are you happy that we're almost done with Game of the Year?
Yes, I want to think about it.
Yeah, and then I'll
again.
never have to think about Visions of Mana ever again.
Yeah, as long as you don't look at my Flammy plush and think of Visions of Mana, which I don't. I look at it and think of Secret of Mana. I'm in the good. I'm in
Any
the
other
clear.
Mana game, sure.
Sure. So currently the order is teaching Heihachi the ultimate technique of the Mishima style, Coda's Plan, and then Faking Your Own Death So the Tsar Will Like You Now in third place with Unmining Gold as a runner-up. I can't believe I'm fucking saying that. What was with the plans this year?
Yeah, there's so many plans.
That was such a shoe-in.
It was. It was the early on strong contender, for sure.
It was one of the earliest, strongest contenders because that Tekken 8 DLC stuff didn't come out until after it.
Yeah, that was like August or something. That was way later.
I think we can lock this in. I think we're good. Grimson, I'm sorry, your Hot Pocket strategy did not even net you runner-up. We have some real galaxy brains over here in Crow Country in these other games. Is everyone else good with that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's good.
That makes 2024's Plan of the Year the Tekken Monks deciding to teach Heihachi the ultimate technique of the Mishima style when the dude could have just chilled out.
Yeah, he could have lived a life as a nice old man.
What were you
what is
fucking
wrong with you?
thinking?
Jesus.
Followed up in second place by Coda's Plan from Visions of Mana. This year, it'll work for sure.
No, next 4 years though, those will be good.
Third place goes to Faking Your Own Death So the Tsar Will Like You Now from the Thaumaturge. And the runner-up, Unmining Gold in Crow Country. Thank you to all of our nominees. The last category, Best Antagonist. And the winner is Luis Guiburn from Metaphor Refundatio.
Move this man!
The executive producers for this GigaBoots video are Esme, Ely Broyles, Spaceman Spiff, Red Blaze 27, Brendan O'Sullivan, A reminder for Symphony of War, Cooper Tank, Very Best Plot, Iconic Bane, and Rado. Thank you very much to our executive producers. And also these guys. If you want to become an executive producer or normal patron, head on over to patreon.com/gigaboots today.